Any volunteer light a candle? Anyone else? Today, before we start our meditation, we want to spend a few minutes of silence and memory exercise. Remember today is and so 23 years ago, those 3,000 people, innocent people, those 3,000 people lost their lives. So on this day, we really repeat about it, and then people feel empathy and compassion for all those things, and show our gratitude and our and since then, there are also many other innocent people who have passed away in many parts of the world. And those civilians have nothing to do with any wars or anything. Even right now, many civilians are passing away day by day due to ignorance of humankind. We still have a lot to evolve. Let's take a moment to think about those innocent children, innocent women, men, people, older people. Let us think about them, at least have some empathy and wishing them peace, wishing them solace in their next existence. So with deep empathy, deep compassion, wishing wholeheartedly peace and solace for all those who passed away 23 years ago, 9/11, and all other innocent people who passed away in the war zones, in their memory. We will dedicate these candles for them. So we have few candles. I invite you to comment, like these two candles, you will like one. Yeah, come one way. Those who want to comment, please go ahead. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, now let's do our regular chanting before the meditation. Please turn to page 5 of our chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. පානාති පාතා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි අදින්නාදානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි කාමේසු මිච්ඡාචාරා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි මුසාවාදා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි සුරාමේරය මජ්ජ පමාදත්තානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmative vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect my property, practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijñācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati sattha deva manussanam buddho bhagavati. Homage to the Dhamma. Swakkhāto bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehipassiko opanayiko paccattam veditabbo vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sāmīci patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yadidam cattari purisa yugani Attha purisa punggala Esa bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ahuniyo pahuniyo Dakkiniyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyat krittang lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light. Ghanasarappaditene dīpene tamadangsina tiloka dīpang sambuddhang pujayami tamunudang. Offering of incense. Gandha sambhara yuktene dupenahang sukandina pujaye pujaniyang tang puja bhajane muttamang. Offering of flowers. Vannagandhe gunopetang etang kusuma santating pujayami munindakse siripada saroruhi pujemi buddhang kusumena nene punyena metena labhami mokkang umpang milayati yathaidang me ayo tatayati vinasa bhavang. Offering of water. Adivase tuno bhante paniyang parikampitang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu uttama. Offering of drinks. Adivase tuno bhante ilane patchayang imang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu uttama. Worship of shrines. Vandami cetiyang sabbang sabbadhani supatitthitang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Ijjeva namasse niyam namasse manu ratanante yang punyabhi sandhang vipulang alantang tassanu bhave hatante rayo Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like a limping in a moving cart, one by one, little by little, moment by moment. Wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Okay, let us practice our meditation together. So today we will dedicate our meditation to all the victims of 9/11 and all the victims of other wars, innocent citizens. Think about all of them. Let us dedicate our meditation towards them. Let us cultivate our loving kindness and wish that there will be more loving kindness in the world, and may my practice add more love to this world. And whatever little practice we do is adding a little bit more to the whole positivity, the whole love to the world. So we don't want to add anything to the hate of the world. Today we are going to add more love to the world. So with that wish, we will cultivate this loving kindness, opening our heart and genuinely wishing well-being to everyone in this world, embracing all beings and understanding that everyone is equally vulnerable to pain, to suffering, and wishing all of them to be free from such sufferings and to have peace and happiness. So rejoice this moment that we are able to practice together and add more love to the world. Rejoice that we are doing whatever we can do within our life. Rejoice this moment, rejoice this gathering, and make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will engage in a committed practice. With that determination, listen to the sound of the bell and the chant. And try to keep gathering your attention and establishing yourself in your body. You may feel how your body is sitting now. You may feel how the body is touching the chair, the cushion. You can feel the pressed muscles. You can feel wherever your body parts are touching each other. You can feel where you feel your own clothes touching. Just pay attention to those point of contact and use them as a way to stay here in your body. Throughout the bell and the chant, keep coming to your body. Stay within the body.
Dear spiritual friends, with that soothing sound of chanting, let's settle down right here. Relax in the body. Just be right here. You are here to practice meditation. It's a challenge. You are going to overcome this challenge with yourself. Prepare your body and mind. Relaxing your body. Try to be with your body. Adjust your body into a comfortable meditative posture. How you are keeping your body is important for a better meditation. You can keep your upper body upright. Either way, you are sitting on a cushion on the floor or on a chair. Keep your upper body somewhat upright and chin somewhat parallel to the floor. You can keep your both palms together on your lap, right palm on the top of left palm. And better, you can keep your both eyes closed gently. This is your meditative posture. Try to maintain this motionless posture during the meditation. Now, in this sitting posture, take a moment to feel your entire body. Feel the whole body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. From the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Feel each and every parts of the body and relax. Relax your body. Relax your body. Feel your feet, your toes, the sole of the feet, the heels. Feel your lower legs, upper legs, the back muscles, belly muscles. Feel how the muscles are pressed where your body meets the cushion or the chair. Feel that pressing sensation in your body. Feel your chest area, both shoulders, and relax. Relax your body. Relax your body. Relax your body. Feel your upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers, and fingertips. In the way that you are keeping your palms together, you can feel your fingers. They are touching each other. Sometimes maybe a warm sensation in between fingers. Be in relaxed posture. Feel your neck area. You are keeping your neck straight. You can feel the weight of the head on your neck. Feel your facial muscles. Invite a gentle smile into your face and feel how the facial muscles are relaxing. Feel your forehead and the top of your head and relax. Relax your entire body and be with your body. You are right here. Now take a moment to find out your mind. Where your mind is right now. Find it out right now and observe what is really happening there. What is going on in your mind right now? Thoughts, various types of thoughts are occurring one after the other. The things you have seen in the past, the things you have heard, anything that you have felt. Bring thoughts into your mind. Notice them. They are just thoughts related to past. Some thoughts may occur related to future. Some thoughts are occurring related to present, whatever you are experiencing, feeling. In this present moment, they are just thoughts. You are physically here. You no need to take an extra effort to stop or suppress any of these thoughts. Just let them occur. You have to do is just to observe and notice them, whether they are pleasant, unpleasant, positive, negative, or neutral, without cultivation, without any judgment. Observe your own thoughts. You are the only one who can observe your own mind. Be with your mind. Observing your mind and noticing the thoughts. You are understanding the nature of your mind. That is how your mind functions. With this understanding, now you can generate whatever thought that you wish to generate in your mind purposefully. A wholesome thought, a positive thought. In this meditation, we are cultivating loving kindness. We are generating thoughts of loving kindness. This is loving kindness meditation. Mindfully and purposely, you are cultivating wishes of loving kindness. Loving kindness is the friendliness, the universal friendliness. Loving friendliness. You can cultivate loving kindness for yourself and to all other beings. You have that capacity. You have that potential within yourself. First, think about yourself, the person sitting right here, your body, your mind, your life. Genuinely cultivate loving kindness for yourself first. Mindfully listening to the guidance. Generate loving kindness. Be with the guidance. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May my mind be well, be healthy, be healed, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. Generate loving kindness and radiate throughout your body into each and every parts of the body. Wishing for you a healthy life. Feel all the parts of your body, the skin, the muscles and bones. Radiate loving kindness throughout all these parts of the body. May the skin of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May the muscles and the bones of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness into all the internal functions of the body, into all the systems and internal organs of the body. Even right now, they are functioning for you. Deeply appreciate that support. Appreciating, radiate loving kindness into all these internal functions and systems. Feel the respiratory system, the vital function of the body is functioning for you. Appreciating that support, radiate loving kindness. The cardiovascular system, cardiac muscles, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, all the sensory faculties, including the brain, the eyes, ears, nose, and tongue. May all these internal functions, systems, and organs of my body Be healthy. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. Observe your mind. Your mind is full of loving kindness. You are full of loving kindness. Now it's time to expand your loving kindness beyond yourself. The loving kindness you are generating is boundless, no limits, without exception. Now you are going to extend the same genuine wishes to all others. This world needs your loving kindness. Genuinely extend your wishes. Let's start from here, where you are practicing this meditation. Think about all these friends who are with you right now, practicing this meditation. Extend your wishes of loving kindness for them. Let's share our loving kindness with each other, including these monks. May all these spiritual friends who are practicing this meditation be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Let's expand our loving kindness beyond this room. Wherever you are practicing this meditation, think about your beloved ones in your life, your family members, relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness beyond the circle of your beloved ones to all other beings, not only for humans, to all the animals, to all the other creatures, large ones, tiny ones, visible or invisible, living near or far away places. Expand your loving kindness more and more to all beings, May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Extend your wishes of loving kindness into every direction. Extend your wishes of loving kindness into the direction of the front. No boundaries, no limits. To the back, left, right, above and below. May all beings living in every direction be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Repeat this in your mind, generating your genuine loving kindness to all beings in this world, in this universe, anywhere else. May all beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Loving kindness. Loving kindness has made your mind peaceful. You are peaceful now, also relaxed. Now gently shift your attention into your breath. To practice breathing meditation for few minutes as a silent meditation. Keep your awareness in between your upper lip and nostrils, the place that, the area that you can easily feel your in breath and out breath. keeping your body upright. If you have changed your posture, adjust it. Take a deep, long breath slowly. Hold it as much as you can and slowly breathe out while relaxing your upper body. Feel the relaxation of your chest area, both shoulders. Take few more breaths like this and then come back to your natural normal breath. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out until you hear the sound of the bell. Be with your breath. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. Be with your breath. Dukkha pattāche nidukkha bhayappattāche nibbaya Sukappattache nissukha Untu sabbepi paninu May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who transmitted this practice, this wisdom, this teaching from generation to generation. And also, you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for your meditation today. Also, let's deeply feel grateful to anyone else who helped us today to come to this center, to practice this meditation, who are taking care of this center for you, who clean and arrange this place for you. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. And also into these non-living things we are using for meditation, the chair you are sitting on, the cushion you are sitting on, the bell, the device which help to connect to this practice from home. Let's deeply feel grateful and appreciate the support. Deeply feeling gratitude and appreciating the support. Let's say sadhu 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Nice to have you all for the meditation.
Very relaxing.
Thank you, Bante, for the guidance and chanting. Yeah. Our discussion, I was thinking, what would be the appropriate, disciple to talk about today. Giving the significance of the day. I didn't really find any direct connection with any disciple, but actually, I find one story of one disciple, maybe remotely connected to the significant. I mean, connected to the today's Memorial Day. So you will see the connection later. And we have been learning about monks and nuns so far, right? We talked about 5 monks and 1 nun, first nun, and then 5 monks. But today is not about a monk, not about a nun, but about a lay follower of the Buddha. Who can remember the terms that we use for lay followers? The disciples of the Buddha are fourfold, right? Monks, nuns, male lay follower, and female lay follower. For monks, you call bhikkhu. For nuns, you call bhikkhuni. For the lay follower, is called upasaka. Yes, upasaka is for the lay follower, and female lay follower is upasika. Like a bhikkhu and bhikkhuni. Upasaka and Upasika. Today is about Upasika, a female lay follower of the Buddha. Actually, there's an interesting story. Let me quickly say that actually, so her name was Samavati. Samavati, usually Sama, but the Sama means peace, right? Yeah, peace. Samavati, like peaceful one. And she was really peaceful one. Yeah. So, and her family, and she was very, very beautiful, pretty girl. But unfortunately, the area that she was living had the plague, like epidemic, plague. So they had to run away from that area to a whole different place. So at that time in the 6th century BCE, the whole northern India was like different kingdoms. So they had to flee, from that area to another area. So the neighboring kingdom was receiving these, refugees, who are coming from that plague. That the government, the king of that neighboring country, has opened a refugee shelter, a dining hall that like a food bank. You can come and collect your food. So this family, the only daughter, and the mother and father, they went there. And the first day she went in line, and then asked for 3 meals. Second day, she asked for 2 meals. Third day, she asked for 1 meal. The person who's coordinating this, distribution of food was curious about asking why. He asked, why you were eating 3 meals and now you only eat only 1. But she explained that actually the first day her father and mother was there. Unfortunately, father passed away. The second day, she only wanted meals for 2 persons, this mother and herself. And the next day, her mother also passed away. And today, I'm alone, and that's why I only asked for 1 meal. The person felt really sorry for this young girl, and asked if you don't have any place to go, can you be a volunteer in the shelter? I need help. So she was willingly became a volunteer in that food shelter. But she was very good, very clever, very good in organizing everything. And she managed, she helped that coordinator really manage everything really nicely. And previously there was a lot of chaos in this distribution center, a lot of noise and chaos, lines and all kind of things. But she was very clever. She organized everything. The finance minister came to see the shelter, and he found that now it is very neat. Every operation happens very smoothly. And he asked, how this is happening. And then the coordinator told her about this young girl and the story. And the finance minister felt so sorry and so appreciative of her, effort and her cleverness. And she decided to took her as her daughter, Foster, right?
No, Foster.
Foster, yeah, Foster as a daughter. So he adopted her as a daughter. So now suddenly she has no place to go. She was in the shelter, but now she became the finance minister, adopted daughter. So she'll continue to help with the talents and everything. And so interesting story, and how she became like like almost orphan to help her. And then one day the king saw this daughter. She was extremely beautiful. King already had 2 wives. In those days, king could have more wives, more than one. The king had already 2 wives, but when king saw this girl, he really wanted to have her. He fell in love with her, fell in love with her. But the finance minister really, didn't like it. But it's the king. So after some negotiation, and the finance minister agreed to marry her to the king. So she became the 3rd wife of the king. And then, of course, things were going on. And then there was one servant in that palace who was because these queens cannot go out that much. They had to be in the palace. But the servants, they can travel around. They can do the chores of the, these queens. There's one servant who is actually kind of Kujuttara. And when they, she has kind of back bend naturally her body, but she was very clever, very talented, lady, organized everything well. She went out, and one day when she was buying flowers, she met the Buddha when Buddha was, going for alms round. So Buddha was giving a sermon, and she wanted to, listen to it, and that really touched her heart. And she really wanted to follow it. And initially, actually, she was taking money from the boss. I mean, yeah, from the other queen, and buy flowers, but she always keeps some for her. Not spending all money. But after she listened to the Buddha, she realized that I want to be, very honest with my work. I cannot be stealing the money. So that day she brought more flowers. She bought flower to the all money, not didn't keep any money for herself. And the queen Samavati asked, "How come today you got a lot of flowers?" She confessed, "I'm sorry, I have been stealing your money every day. But today I met this teacher. It really touched my heart. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to be honest with my life. So today I got the money. I got the flower to all the money you gave me." Then he asked, "Okay, I would like to know what did you hear from that teacher?" So now this servant, Kujutara, was, going to the Buddha and listen to the Buddha, come back and share the same teaching with this Samavati. And this Kujutara has a great memory power, and she was able to actually memorize exactly what, Buddha was teaching. So this is interesting way of learning, right? So the servant went to the Buddha and then learn and come back and teach this, report the same thing, same to the Samavati, and eventually Samavati also got to learn about the teachings of the Buddha, and she was so interested in that she started practicing in the palace. She hasn't seen the Buddha, but she has learned from her servant, and they becomes best friends, and she started practice loving kindness. That was her main practice, loving kindness. And she was practicing loving kindness. And then after a while, she actually even encouraged all other her, entourage, like all other, servants and others, helpers, also to practice loving kindness and follow the teachings of the Buddha. And then everyone around her now practicing. And then eventually it became kind of news in the palace that she is practicing this teaching. So the I said there were two more wives, right?
Yeah.
There was one wife who was very, very angry with the Buddha. Buddha also had troublemakers. And she was not really a troublemaker, but she was very angry with the Buddha. There was a reason for that. And her name was Margandia. And she was extremely beautiful also. That's why she became the wife of the king. But she was she has a great pride of her look. And so when parents were trying to get her married, she refused everyone. She refused everyone because she was so proud. She thought that anyone doesn't, deserve to have me. So she has a high standard, and she didn't marry anyone for some time, and she refused everyone, all the proposals. But one day she saw the Buddha. Buddha was a prince, right? And so when she saw the Buddha, and she was so into the Buddha. He was so handsome. Although he was a monk, he's so handsome, well, kept, well maintained, and that nature, everything. She was so in love with the Buddha. She informed her parents, "If you get me that one, I will marry." So the parents went to the Buddha and told the Buddha, we have hard time to, get someone to marry. but you are the only one that our daughter liked and proposed to the Buddha. And of course, Buddha explained.
Was she the wife of the king? Or was
Yeah, the
she-
second wife, second wife. Before that, this before becoming the wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is before. Thank you. Yeah, this is before becoming the wife. So when the parents went to the Buddha and Buddha explained to them, I have already renounced my, priest life long ago, and I have a different mission in my life. I have no interest in any intimacy or any intimate relationship. I am a spiritual teacher, so Buddha explained her celibacy and everything. When parents, reported that to the Magandia, she got offended because she has been keeping high standards. The only person she liked is refusing her. She got really, really offended. And then actually, then she decided, okay, if you don't like me, I will show you how worthy I am. So that's how she actually approached the king. And king were willing to have her. So the reason that therefore she was like, showing to everyone that she's worthy of a king. So eventually, there were other things happened. So she became second wife of the king. And now Samavati, the new wife of the king, third wife, is not only competing a competitor to her, but in moreover that she is now a follower of the Buddha. So she became extremely angry, and she was to like really want to trouble Samavati. A lot of stories, and she made a lot of troubles for Samavati, and had conspired, and she somehow told the king that this the new wife, she has a plan to kill him, and so king didn't believe it. But one day she even had a poisonous snake in the new wife's bedroom. When the king was there, and she found out that this snake, poisonous snake, and then and suspected that actually Samavati is trying to kill him, because that was what the Magandia, the bad one, was telling the king. But anyway, those things didn't work eventually, and then she finally decided to have a very not really trouble, they're making troubles, but actually to get her off. She had a very cruel plan. But meanwhile, Samavati is practicing loving kindness. And even when king got really furious about after finding the snake, king really wanted to kill her. It's because and then with bad temper, he took the sword out. But Samavati was practicing loving kindness. Even though the king was so furious, so angry, she went to her true place of loving kindness. She said that, I didn't do it, but I truly understand your suffering. If you really want to kill me, but I'm sending my loving kindness to you. So king could not really, king started like shake his body. Because whenever he got the sword out, anyone will shiver, but she was such a strong mind, have no any, thought of, of fear. She was ready to face the death, but with a goodbye. And king got really astonished by that, by that stability of the mind, confidence in her. And then she really wanted to know, how do you get this confidence? And she told about the Buddha and the teaching that he's following. And king got interested about the Buddha's teaching too. And then king started visiting the Buddha. That angered the second wife more, because now king is also visiting the Buddha. And then Samavati made a request that, I would like some monks to come to our palace every day, and I would like to feed them. So Buddha allowed that. So every day there will be a monk coming to the palace, and the Samavati is able to offer the food and get some teachings. Now she is developing this whole crowd who like to practice loving kindness. And then actually she was able to attain second level of enlightenment, the first, second level, and she was very advanced practitioner. And then the third, the Magandia, the bad wife, still keeping, planning all kind of conspiracies. And one day she decided, she got her relatives agreed to her plan, and she really wanted to do something that she no one will find out that she did it. She want to make it like an accident. So what she decided actually to set her mansion in fire. So it looks like like plan everything to be like an accident. So one day the king was traveling outskirts, and she also decided to travel, and then she get her relatives to set fire. But actually on that week, Samavati was having a loving kindness meditation retreat in her mansion with her own, everyone, all the helpers, everyone, and she's having this retreat. When she was having this retreat, the Magan, their bad wife, set that mansion in fire. So now, so what is happening now? The mansion is in fire. They were practicing loving kindness, they are meditating. So they realized that actually the whole building is in fire, and they tried to escape. They found out that actually it's too late. Everything is fire, and they were surrounded by fire. They are trapped. They were trapped. Now, as a practitioner, what you have to do, right? So she decided and so she really wanted all her followers to maintain their practice even at that moment. She encouraged everyone. Okay, this is the time that we should stay focused on our practice. You can either die as a fearful person, as a crime person, as disturbed person, as bewildered person, or you can die. Anyway, we are going to die. Or you can die as a person who is focused and full of loving kindness. So she managed to convince everyone, we are not going to get afraid of anything. We have been practicing really well. You don't want to have any anger thought of anyone. If we have that anger thought, all our practice will be in vain. Because at least our next life can be better life if we maintain good state of the mind. And she further said that we have been burned. Our body has been burned many times in previous lives due to cremation. And in every time our body, our previous bodies might have burned many times. But we are still in this, cycle of suffering. And therefore, if try to make this burning your last burning, if you can, there'll be no bodies you will attach to that you'll get burned again. So give that kind of instruction and encourage everyone, go into deep meditation, have deep loving kindness to everyone, and stay in that wholesome state of the mind, and keep your mind untouched with any kinds of disturbance. Let the body get burned, but keep your mind cool. Of course, they have been practicing loving kindness for many years. So she managed to get everyone actually to meditate while they are on fire. They were trapped in the fire, but they were really meditating. And they all died, but not in agony, not in chaos, but in firm meditative posture. And that was the big news. So the next day, the monks going out for alms round and realized that palace is was down, and all the people in that mansion were died, and they reported to the Buddha. Buddha said that world is in delusion's grip. Its form is seen as real. The fool is in the grip of desirable things, wrapped about with gloom. Both seems to last forever, but nothing is there for one who really sees the reality. And heedfulness is the path to deathless. Heedlessness is path to death. Heedful ones do not die. Heedless ones are likened to dead even they are alive. The wise then, recognizing this as the distinction of heedfulness, in the heedfulness rejoice, delighting in the realm of noble ones. They meditate persistently, constantly, they firmly strive, steadfast to reach Nibbana, the unexcelled, secure from bonds. So Buddha uttered these, verses and declared that actually those women who passed away are not in vain. They were in a high spiritual attainment, and they will continue their practice to become enlightened. So Samavati is born in the Suddhavasa, the pure abodes. So, so this is the story I was able to connect a little bit. They were in the fire in mansion. They were caught. They were trapped in the fire, but they were wise enough to use that opportunity to use their practice and then stay in loving kindness even they are passing away, which is not a simple thing, definitely. You may remember, the Vietnam, the Venerable, what's the name? Venerable. No, before that, the monk who. Yes. You don't know about that, Yeah, you know the situation. I mean, I think Venerable Andak, yeah. And in order get the attention, I mean, he of course, nobody will, I mean, I don't necessarily condone that, but he self-immolated, but he was really in meditative posture throughout the fire. And in order to do that, you have to have such a deep, practice meditation. And I heard that actually even, in Japan, in 1600s, there was also, some, political issue, and they also burned a monastery, a Zen monastery. And the chief, monk, said to all the soldiers, those who have developed their mind is not afraid of death. And they accepted it, and they were in meditation also. But anyway, I mean, this may be a little, too high for us, but I think, we can learn important lesson. And of course, Samavati is a lay disciple, but she was able to, develop her mind to that level, to maintain loving kindness, even in the situations that are really, really, horrible and difficult. But it's being wise. What is the other choices we have? Yes.
600 BC seemed like women more liberal, being nuns and enter school and learning. But compare India last time and all the ages to now, which like Afghanistan was part of India, imposed very hard rules on women and restrictions. And when I'm looking at 600 BC, how women was liberal and compared to now, very harsh rules imposed on women.
Even in India, it was not a smooth evolution. I mean, we shouldn't think that, when the time passed, things will be liberated. No. 6th century BC is such a liberal period. You can have many religious teachers, like, Buddhism, Jainism, and all various other practices, even Vedic religion, Brahmanism, all these practices. And there were public halls that any teacher can come and give their teachings. People go to those public halls. No persecutions, and kings supported all different religious, practitioners. Such a different period, but that changed. That changed. That is 6th century BCE. About of course, the common era, but second or third common era, depending on the different political policies. The king Ashoka, of course, he became the Buddhist, but he allowed all other religious people to practice. But that changed, in different times. And even the rights of women changed different times. So it got restricted more and more around the medieval period, even in India.
What's the motive? Why they impose these rules? And is there a competition between men and women or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So you're saying like Buddha, he was handsome prince, right?
Yes, yes.
And there's some image of him. He's the fat guy sitting with his stomach like,
Yeah, I can, yeah.
yeah, so it's like
Yes.
the image doesn't.
Yes, actually, that is not the Buddha, unfortunately. And people call it laughing Buddha. And that is kind of, popular image that many people see as the Buddha. But, some people who came to visit the Buddhist center and asked me, why your Buddha is so skinny?
Yeah.
Because when they see this statue, actually, that is not the Buddha. Actually, no. Yeah. And that
statue
is
sitting on my dresser. I rub his belly every time. Big belly.
actually, I mean, yeah.
For good luck, I get
Yes,
money every
yes,
time I rub his belly.
exactly. It has become, I mean, let me tell you very briefly. This was actually in China. This is the image of a bodhisattva. You understand the bodhisattva, it's different from the Buddha. Bodhisattvas are ones who actually, practicing to save all other living beings, and so like we're compassionate beings. So the next Buddha is still a bodhisattva, and we call Maitri Bodhisattva. And in different countries, you have images of Maitri Bodhisattva in different ways. And this is how in China, this Maitri Bodhisattva is depicted. So if you go to Chinese monastery, there are three, usually in traditional Chinese monastery, you have three, what do you call, three rounds. I mean, three, you have outer building, you have middle building, you have a corner building. I mean, right in the middle, that three, what you call three rounds. Huh?
Atrium? Like a courtyard.
Yeah, the three courtyards. And the first courtyard, you see the Maitri Buddha, the Maitri Bodhisattva, this Bodhisattva. Actually, why they depicted Maitri Bodhisattva in that way, around 11th century, there was a monk who was very compassionate, was very joyful. He's always carrying a bag full of gifts. He's distributing those gifts to all the children. So in this statue, you may see a big bag behind. Yeah, and he was such a joyful monk, and compassionate, love children and giving gifts to children. And so such a monk historically lived, in China. After he passed away, people realized that actually that was a bodhisattva. So, but anyway, he was recognized as a bodhisattva after he passed away. So in China, the Maitri Bodhisattva was depicted in the image of this fat monk who lived in 11th century. And then later, what happened because of this, in China, anything fat is considered prosperity. So later, this image was adapted into feng shui. The feng shui. Feng shui is like a geomancy, like there's a scientific basis, but there's also pseudoscience. Basic. You like converting any space into auspicious space. There are different items. You have seen that. Cat, like cat that. Yeah, that is another one image. So there are a number of such images in the feng shui, in the geomancy, that they believe that will bring good luck. So they adapted this statue as one of the feng shui object. So you see this object in Chinese restaurants because they believe that having that statue bring you more customers and more money. So nothing to do with any religion. Unfortunately, that is the statue that many people recognize as the Buddha. It's not the Buddha at all. It's a bodhisattva, but it's a Chinese presentation of bodhisattva, and this appropriation of this image in the feng shui business.
I have.
That's
It doesn't work.
Oh, but and you can treat as a bodhisattva,
Yeah, I love it.
Anyway, so
So ruin everyone's day when they see that. Explain that. It's not actually.
let's say,
I'm gonna explain to everyone I see that has one of those that it's not actually.
yeah.
Enlighten them.
Yeah. But remember Samavati, and then remember what kind of because there are 11 benefits when you practice loving kindness meditation. 11 benefits, not the time. One is becoming beautiful. And if you really want to be beautiful, this is the best cosmetic you can do. Loving kindness meditation, you really become beautiful. Facial expression. But this is one first benefit. But there are 11 benefits. The last benefit is actually being able to die peacefully. being able to die with a clear mind. That's the 11th benefit of practicing loving kindness meditation. That is exactly what happened in the Samavati's case, because they have been practicing loving kindness meditation for years and years and years. When the moment of death comes, they were able to stay focused and fill their mind with loving kindness and pass away with a clear mind. That's the benefit. So loving kindness is to live well, live in harmony, live in peace, but also to die in peace. Okay, so if you were trapped next time in a building full of fire, like 9/11, you know what to do now.
I'll try.
Jungle from an
Only if you
overdose.
can't sleep.
Like, swear. Very powerful lights.
Okay, now let us go to the other part of the practice. Go to page number 14. It is time for us to share the merits with all our departed relatives. Today, specifically, we can think about all the victims of all the departed ones on 9/11, including the fire workers who went there to save other lives. Let us think about them and share our good merits we just generated today with them. May all the departed ancestors, all the departed ones, may all these departed people on 9/11, may they all share our merits. May they be benefited from these merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukita hontu ñātayo. Idam me ñātinang hotu sukita hontu ñātayo. Idam me ñātinang hotu sukita hontu ñātayo. Let us also share the merits with all other living beings. If there's any being in this world who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. Ettavatache amhehi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. We will now do our blessing chant. We are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra given by the Buddha with great compassion. We will chant the same sutra for you, wishing you good health, peace, happiness. And may you receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating now. May you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. And by the power of these blessings, may you all be well. May you all have more strength and courage to overcome difficulties in your life. If you like, you can share these blessings with anyone in your family, your friends, whoever you want to share these blessings with. Bring them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings, be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Araniya manta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamicce Sanko joja sojoja suvacho chasnsa mudu anatimani santos sakocha subaroche Ampagincho jasalla hukavunti santindriyo janipakoche ampagam kulesu ananugindo nachakundang samacare kinchena vinyupari upavadeyung sakino vakemino huntu sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta ekiti prana bhutanti tasavata varava anavasesa bhigava ye mahanta majjima rasakanuktula dittava eva ye dure vasanti avidure bhuta vasan bhavisi sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta naparo parang nikumbete nadimangeta kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patiga sanya nanya manyassadukkamicce mata yatani yang puntang ayusa eka punta manurangke vampi sabba bhutesu manasam pavaye aparimanam mettang ca sabba lokasmi manasam pavaye aparimanam uddang adoca tiriyang asambadang avirang asapantang tintang carang nisinno vasayano vayavatas vigadamindo etang sating aditteya brahmametam viharang idamaho ditting ca anupagang silava dasanena sampanno kamisu vinaya gedang nahi jatu gabbaseyam punareti tena sajja vajjena sontite hotu sambadaye tena sajja vajjena Sambharogo vinasatu etena sajja vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sambharogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayu sukhi dīgāyuko bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada santi bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhamma දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Let us record to our mind whatever kind deed that we were able to do during our past few days. Think about an incident in which you were able to be kind to someone, doing even a simple act of kindness. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be kind to others. On this day or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, to strive not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. You may also have been helped by others during last few days. Think about an incident that someone showed their kindness to you. Someone helped you. Someone was ready to listen to you. Recall any kindness you receive from others. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu. It was so nice to have you all tonight. And our annual meditation retreat in a few weeks. That's from September 21 and 22nd. There will also be orientation on 20th, Friday evening. As you know that we have invited a well-experienced meditation master. He's coming here only once a year. So it's a good opportunity for us to have a little bit more deep meditation, longer practice. So please consider registering it. You may receive an email soon, and you can also go to our website to register. That's That's on in 2 weeks. Yeah. So,
Okay. What'll be some of the longest periods of meditation during that retreat? Like
maybe
1 hour?
start with half an hour, but going to be an hour towards the night. You start with short session in the morning, but all goes to the night, evening. You have longer session. Okay, thank you everyone. Wish you all peace. Let us wish that may there be no more 9/11 in the world. Thank you everyone who joined our YouTube. Really appreciate your commitment to practice from home. Look forward to see you again. Yeah. Good night, everyone.